Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my page, y'all. Welcome to the replay. Come on in, y'all. I am back for round 2 today. I've got a cute project for you. Whenever you get here, say hey. Hit the heart button. If you do not see the red live above my head, that means you're catching the replay. No big deal. We're still here. We like to welcome you in. But if you do see this, and when you see this, make sure you comment the word SLICE, SLICE. That is going to allow my page to send you a message letting you know where you can shop all things A to Z Designs. Friends, my name is Amy, and I'm with A to Z Designs, and we're going to get crafty tonight. We're going to do something a little different. I've got some material. I actually pulled out the stash of material. So we're going to see what we can do with this. Hello, everybody. Come on in, y'all. Round 2 today, y'all. Y'all miss me? Comment SLICE. Down below is a pinned comment. It says comment SLICE to get all the details. Text join to 469-751-6299 to join our text list. And then, of course, click the link to join our broadcast channel. That is those two things, the text and the broadcast channel, are the best way for you to know what we're doing. Okay. Today we are going to use our club transfer. Okay. If you don't know what that is, I'm about to tell you. Let me scoot this back. Hey, friends. This right here is our club kit. Okay. Every month when you join us, you're going to get an envelope just like this. Okay. And this month you're going to have this bow trellis pattern. We are going to use that tonight. Let me take it out. Y'all see my wood slice? We're using a wood slice today from the Hobby Lobby. I forgot to tell y'all that. We're using this. It was 50% off. But you get the transfer in your club kit. Okay. You also get these cute little can't carry all pouches. Okay, so I actually took mine and made these cute little pouches. So we took these 2 items and this design and some colors, and we made these. Like, how stinking cute are these, y'all? I'm going to take these with me on our vacation in like 2 weeks. I'm excited. So you get that. You also get 2 colors this month. You get Couture Coral and Meadow, and you get them in ink. So this guy right here, I use these colors. Okay. The other one, I use these colors, but I added black velvet ink. Okay. So ink is permanent. And then your very first kit of every single month, no, your very first kit ever, you get a mini squeegee in your little package here. Okay. But my friends, before you go purchase this, because whenever you comment SLICE, I'm going to send you the link to join me. Okay. You need to go sign up for the Perks subscription first. Perks is only $10 this month. You get $20 back in product credit. So basically, like, you're making $10 this month. Okay. And then you get 30% off all the products that I use, the chalk products. So like the jars of paste. Okay. Just go do it. It's a no-brainer. Oh, really, Michelle? So I did not get any rest today. A funny story, Michelle Pryor. I was scrolling through Facebook last night, and I was like coming across, some of my friends' videos, and I'm like, man, they sound really odd. And then when I go to mine, I'm like, man, I sound real professional. And Zach's like, don't you see a difference now with the sound? And I'm like, I do see. I do. I get it. I get it. Okie doke, friends. I did not get any rest. What did I do? Well, after I left y'all, I finished. No, I bagged some items. We shrink wrapped them. I cut some ribbon, printed the rest of the Etsy orders that came in this morning. No, I didn't get any rest. It's fine. Okay, we're going to go wild and crazy today. We're going to actually paint this pumpkin in Couture Teal. We are going outside the norm today. Okay, so as I mentioned, this wood slice came from the Hobby Lobby, and it was part of their Christmas sale, 50% off. So I paid $5, I think. So I did pick up more than one because these are good to have in your stash. They're good size, and you could put a size A transfer on this, no problem. All right, I got to concentrate here. I'm following along this outer circle. Hi, Icy. This is Couture Teal. Yes. Almond early to bed. Yes. However, I am looking forward to not having to set my alarm until 6:30 tomorrow. Maybe 6:45. Because the boys don't have to be out of the house until 7:40, which is 2 hours later than what it's been the past couple days. And we found out that they're not doing anything in athletics tomorrow or in football, meaning they're not finding out what team they're on. So they're just going to ride the bus. If they're late, they're late. And I'm going to send a message to the district and find out what on earth is going on with the bus situation. I mean, this is the second week of school. You would think that we'd no longer be late. Like they were like 40 minutes getting home, like 40 minutes late getting home today. 40. Like, what if we had doctor's appointments, somewhere to be? Like, that is not okay. Like, I get there's adjustment periods, but do y'all have any insight, like, that maybe work in the school district with the bus? I think last time you used this type of service, I bought one. Michelle Pryor, you're a hoarder. You know what I did? What I put on this, it's a little bit bigger, was that it was a club transfer and it was the snowman. Do y'all remember that? Oh my gosh. And I added what was that fake looking glitter? What is it called? It's like shards of glass and everyone's like, oh, be careful. What is that called, y'all? All right, so I'm just making sure I get a good thick outline over here. You were going to try it, never did. Delaware's having issues finding bus drivers. Diamond Dust, thank you. Thank you. Just a question. Is there a late route or an early route? It's what some schools do, at least in Wisconsin. There is a late route and an early route, which means some kids don't get dropped off until late. No, we don't have anything like that. Thank you, Paula. Thank you, Chastity. We do not have that. Like, I don't know what the holdup is. 40 minutes it takes you to get my kid home, like after they should be home. Like something is seriously wrong. Like they cannot continue being tardy to school. Like, seriously though, y'all, what if Zach and I worked out of the home and we couldn't make it home in time? And so they rode the bus home. You know, they had a key. Like, what the heck? Zach's like, well, if you email them, they're probably just going to tell you that you need to bring your kid to school. And I'm like, well, what if I had a job outside the home? I don't know. It's weird. Like Jackson has virtual doctor's appointments for his ADHD and they are at 4:40. Well, I mean, He ain't going to be home by then. The doctor's office closes at 5. And I'm not going to make him miss school for a 5-minute conversation. All right, let me just see if this is good to go, y'all. I thought about spraying it with water, but I'm like, that could be a really bad idea. Considering it's a wood slice. I don't know if that would matter. Hi, Patty. Very much. Yes. I mean, it's an excused tardy, but I'm watching you from my hospital bed. What? Oh, no, Linda. Girlfriend, we're praying for you. We can't have you down and out. It's not allowed. We are not allowed our friends to be down and out. Not allowed here. All right, so let's see. What do y'all think? I like it. All right, we're going to put the rest of that in the jar. Hi, Jean. Hello, Jill Palmer. How are you, Suzanne? Slice will mold. See, Kathy, I knew there was something in me that says don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Hello, Dee. Yes, Rachel called me. We had a crafting consultation. Hey, Xander boy. There's Rachel right there. Excuse or not, it's not your child's fault the bus is making them late. Yes, correct. Amen, sister. All right, let's try this. Y'all, check these out. I did have some of this last year, so we're going to use this yellow. This was my color inspiration right here. More yellow, just in case. More of this, just in case. And then I grabbed this, like, buffalo plaid. And we're going to make, like, a rag bow. Baby set 5 grands today. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Autumn girl. So I would think, Linda, I would think so. But this was the first full week of school. And then they had 2 days the first week of school. I mean, I could understand 10 minutes late, but 40 minutes, 40. Keep in mind, a normal class period. Okay, now granted, that was 40 minutes coming home. I don't know if it's going to be late tomorrow. Keep in mind, on a non-block scheduled day, a class period is only 45 minutes. So they would have missed almost all of that class. Yes, Laura, I have one, Mr. Jackson. He knows at 5:40 every morning, like this week when we started the football practice, you have to be out the door. He is not one to be late. And I'm fine with that because normally I'm the same way. Hi, Elizabeth. So I get it. Hi, Marilee. Hello, Denise. All right, let's try this. And I think what I'm going to do, I may sand it just a little bit to make it smooth because my paste is a little thick in some of the areas. And then we are going to need to wax it. Just fine. Hi, EC. How are you? Thank you. It's Couture Teal. Ooh, you know what? Hold on. So I'm going to put the bow trellis pattern on there, but I'm now thinking I'm going to do them in all black. Yes. No vanilla. Well, it's the same guy from last year. Missy is that one that's always late. Honestly, Missy, like, I totally picture you like that. I don't know why. Don't take offense to that, friend, okay? But he is at the age now where if he is late, he doesn't get 3 strikes and then he gets a tardy. Yeah. Really, Cherish? That's awesome. All right, I need to find one that is not, I mean, Lord, you know how we are about sanders in this house. This has white on it, but that's fine. I'm just going to sand it down a little bit just to make it smooth. Did y'all catch my live earlier? That should be good. Did y'all see the trees we made? Do y'all see them behind me? I'm probably blocking it. The Halloween trees. Y'all see them? We made the trees Halloween. Y'all. Hello. Get you some trees. I think they're precious. Yeah, 3 more years and they can drive. Gene, I'm not ready for that, man. No, 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 no. No way. No way. I have one that I will be fine and not worry about, but man, the other one, I just don't. I can't even think about it. Okay, so because I sanded it, there's like a little bit of couture teal on the outside. I had the same problem when my kids were at that age, and it was because half the bus drivers were brand new. What I mean is it just over the bus license, CDL, whatever you call it, and we're afraid to drive the buses. Then I said, oh, I am driving and picking them up from now on. Deb, and that's the thing. I don't want to get to that point because honestly, like it's the same guy from last year, but apparently they added some additional stops. So it's added to his time. And I really like the bus driver from last year. But here's the thing. I do not want to be that parent that has to take their kids to and from school because, and I know this is going to sound really crappy, y'all, and some of y'all may not like me for this, but obviously my time is precious. My kids are precious to me. And to go sit in that drop-off line, that may not be as bad as the pickup, but the pickup line, I don't have an extra hour in my day to sit there. Like, time is precious for my business while my boys are at school. Because, man, the minute they hit the door, it's, it's over. It's not over, but you know what I mean. Plus, Zach and I are a firm believer, like, they need to ride the bus. It's the real world. Okay? Thank you. I was at work and didn't get to finish the tree live. Thank you, Becky. Back road and let him drive. Yes, Laura. I'm sure Zach will do the same thing. However, there's not a whole lot of back roads. Yep. I don't know. I think they also need to like live in I say real world. I hate to say that. That's not what I'm trying to say. Like they need to deal with the bus. Like it's hot. There's no AC and they come home and they're sweating to death, but it's like, I don't know. I'm not a bad parent, but like the school's not close. You can't sit in the line forever. I've got stuff to do here. They're going to be okay on the bus. So if you disagree with me, then you can just move along. Yes, it makes them independent. Thank you, Michelle. Yes, that's true, Kathy. I rode the bus clear across town. Nothing wrong with that. Yep. And when there's all the drama and all that crap with the bus, of course, I'm like mama bear all up at everybody's business. But, there was a time last year when I'm like, shoot, Zach, maybe we need to take the boys. He's like, nope, absolutely not. They have to learn to deal with that. They have to figure it out. Now, he's like, if there's danger involved, that's a whole different ballgame. He's like, we're not dealing with that. We're dealing with a bunch of wise guys, that are just trying to see whose muscles are bigger. And they're just being jerks. And I'm like, okay. So anyways, driving empty parking lot using the lines. Yes. Uh-huh. My nephew who lived with me rode the bus until he graduated high school. Yep. He was afraid to drive. Oh, goodness. I drove a school bus for 42 years. Did you really, Linda? Yeah. We weren't allowed the first pickup until 6 a.m. You guys may have Yeah, I may have. They're going to have to. So I will tell you, I did see the bus the other day on my way home after I dropped the kids off at 6. The bus would have hit the corner right over here to pick up high schoolers. Would it be about 6:15? So I'm thinking, because it's just one bus over here on our side of town because we live in a neighborhood that's the farthest from the school. I'm I'm thinking you're starting at 6:15 and you're supposed to pick up my kids at 7:40. But earlier this week and last week, it was 8:30 before you showed up. All right, so here's our pumpkin. I'm trying to see how I want to have him turned. Okay, we're going to do him like this. So this is how our pumpkin's going to go. So I'm going to lay it down like that. I fuzzed the transfer. I applied lint to the back. And this is going to fit width-wise perfectly. Let me scoot this down. All right, so I'm going to be extra careful around like the edge, okay? And we're going to go in with black. Teresa rode a bus. Yeah, Jill, so I've talked to Jackson. I don't know if there's a time limit. Jackson is always the informant. You know, he's the guy who like talks to the teachers, the coaches. And I've been asking Jackson, like, hey, bud, do you know why? Like, y'all are so late all the time. And he said, Mom, it's because they added the elementary kids routes stops to his route. And I'm like, oh, so that means, you know, little kindergartner guy who's, you know, brand new to riding the bus is probably halfway down the street, not at his stop. So they may have to wait for him. You know, I don't know. I mean, and I know there's traffic because again, we don't live close. So that's why, who said that? Jill, I'm not taking any offense. That's why I want to reach out tomorrow before I go, you know, walking down to the bus. I'm just going to reach out to the contact. Like, hey, can you give me any insight? All right, so see how we're going to have to do this? We're going to have to do this in parts because I don't want, oh my gosh, I do not want my paste to dry in my screen because I'm having to go a little bit slower around the curb. And they had us download a school bus app because what happened was this year they switched it from like a third party and the district is now responsible for the buses. So they had us download because last year I had this app and I would get notified whenever the bus was in our home zone. Like I did the radius of the home zone and it was great because I could be like, I don't know. A lot of times I would come in here and get on my computer waiting for the bus and I'd get a message, text message saying the bus is, you know, in your area or whatever. I'm going to use a squeegee for this part. But the new app, and that's another reason I want to email them, is because the new app, all it does is show you like the bus pickup time and drop off. But it does say you can get notifications for, you know, your area. Well, it's not working. And I heavily rely on that. So I'm just complaining, okay? Today's my complain day. Ask my friends earlier when they were live with me. I'm allowed to. But I mean, it's a valid concern. Like, I cannot have my kids tardy and show up 5 minutes before the class is over. This is amazing. Just saying. I'm so glad I did the black. So glad. Hi, Marie. Younger kids delay the rest of the day. I'm sure. Yeah. Well, the bus company, it is black paste, Marie. The bus company is the school district. So I know it's all new. Now, here's the deal. I mean, tomorrow they ride the bus, right? Next week, Monday through Friday, I take them to football practice. So I'm not as concerned about the lateness coming home. It's in the mornings getting there. But like next week, we won't have to worry about it because I have to take him every day. But I am patient. I've been patient this long. It's pretty good for me. Ask Zach. All right, let me peel this up. I just want to make sure I get majority of it covered. They don't want to be late. When I told them today earlier they're riding the bus, they're like, really, Mom? Come on. I'm like, hey, bud. I'm like, tomorrow, because I'm going to get that extra hour of sleep, I'm like, I'm going to be real productive. And it's going to start the minute my feet hit the ground. Y'all are going to walk out to that bus. Y'all already see all of this together? Hold on, not yet. I gotta turn this on because we're gonna make a rag bow. I've already peeled it up, so like the paste isn't gonna dry in the screen. Thanks, Barbara. Oh my goodness gracious, y'all. Now we gotta make a bow, and it's gonna be so cute. Holy cow. I'm really excited, can you tell? All right, let's lay this down and put our paste away. I need to clean this drawer out. I need to get rid of all the retired paste because I have no room. All right, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna spray this. Okay, and then we're gonna take a wipe. Couple, because it's black velvet and it gets really messy. To work out, we have a shortage, yeah. Back in the day in Hawaii, where I lived, in no school bus, we had to catch the public bus, and that was good every 15 minutes. Thanks, Janet. You love it? Thanks, BC. You had a quarter of my energy, girl. It was bad. It got better, though, after I went live with y'all. But like I told y'all this morning, if you weren't there, you have to go back and listen to all the drama. We had a drama-filled morning at my house. And I think that just took so much out of me. But you know what? We survived. Oh, and Dylan came home today. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. I didn't even tell you this. There was drama with Dylan this morning about his foot being sprained because he rolled it at baseball practice last night. But nobody knew about it, including his dad, that's the coach. Okay? Thought we'd heard from him today. Thought for sure he'd text us, even though they're not supposed to have cell phones. Thought for sure. Thought we'd get a call from the nurse. Nothing. So I text them about 5 o'clock. We have a family chat. Like, hey boys, did everybody survive the day? Dylan's like, yeah, we survived. Well, I'm like, are you on the bus yet? No. So I got busy doing something. And Zach comes in and he goes, did you see the message from Dylan? I'm like, no, what? It said, went to the nurse. She said it's swollen. She gave me ice, and I asked her, what am I supposed to do with that? And Zach looked at me and he goes, that's my son. Like, yep. My son too, but yep. So, in other words, he did go to the nurse, but I'm thinking, if she said it was swollen, or thought it was swollen, why didn't she call me? You know, they call me for every little thing. Oh, Jackson's in here because his stomach hurts. Well, that's because Jackson doesn't want to run the mile in the gym class. Guarantee you. So anyways, he came home limping a little bit. Zach looked at it. She doesn't see anything. But, you know, they're wearing new football cleats, new baseball cleats. They're on their feet more. They're more athletic. I mean, they're constantly doing drills and, like, tackle drills. And so I told him, I'm like, dude, it's probably your feet just hurt. Your ankles are probably sore. Your legs are just sore. So I think after that, like me telling him that, I think he was like, oh, maybe. And he's got blisters on the back of his heels because of his what do you call it? His cleats. He's like, Mom, I need long socks. And I'm like, dang it, why didn't I think of that? So I'm like, crying inside because now he's got blisters on the back of his heels and he's suffering through the pain because the cleats, they're rubbing. And I'm like, oh, what is happening to me? So we have long socks, but I'm going to order the blister Band-Aids. I try and think of everything up front, and I'm usually prepared about things like that, but I didn't even think about the blister part. Whatever, I can't think of it all, right? All right, I'm going to put our wood slice over here, and we're going to rip some fabric. If you've never done this and you need to take some frustration out on something, this is the best way. Now, you know what I just realized? Let me see. How big is that going to end up being? This was pre-cut. Yeah, I know, boys. Super loud noises. Is it still like that, Miss Deb? Okay, I gotta think about this. Oh, that should be good. Thanks, Marilee. Is the microphone off? Hold on, let me check it. Let me see. Hold on. Let me test it. Yeah, I think it's because the microphone might be dead. Well, shoot. Hold on, I'm here. Uno momento. One second. So let me show you what we use. So this is my little holder. Yes, blister Band-Aids. Let me see if this is charged. You know what? This is not charged. This is what controls the microphone. So we're going to have to go back to the raw, like the bad sound for a little bit. Yep, we're only one woman. Yep. Got it, Anita. Yeah. I need to charge the pack. I need to plug it into the wall. This charges the actual mics, but I have to plug it into the wall to charge this. So turn your volume up, y'all, if you can't hear me. All right, so we're going to rip some fabric. And one of my grandsons in the yard today. Oh, Lorena. That's not good. All right, so we got some yellow. Let me get my fabric scissors, and we're going to cut some of this. Am I still very loud? I don't know. This is normal. All right, I'm going to cut tear a couple of these. Okay, and we're going to do about the same amount for the others. So let's grab our black and white. And we're going to go like this. Tear this. This is like a 9x9 sheet. I bought them like this. I don't know. It's pretty easy. Okay, so we've got some of that. I'm going to do one more of those, okay? So, take it here. And I'm just eyeballing this, y'all, but it's probably like 1-inch cuts. So, I need to remember, you know, my friends here, somebody always messages me. Can you please message me long socks and blister Band-Aids? I meant to do it earlier. I know we have some long socks, but not a whole lot. All right, let me measure. Isn't that awful? Y'all are like my secretaries telling me to get my supplies for my family. Okay, so the yellows are a little bit shorter. Just a little bit. But I do want them all the same length. So I'm going to cut that one there. And then I think what we'll do is we'll cut this in half. I want to tear it, actually. Okay. The black and white will be long. It's fine. Okay, now for this one, we can go, hi, Bambi. So, Lorena, you know, Dylan did say, I'm like, Dylan, we have long socks, which we do have just a couple pairs. But they're really thick. And my concern is his cleats won't fit with thick, thick, thick socks. He's like, Mom, not my baseball socks. Okay, fine. So I don't know. But I also don't want to get him thin because the blisters are just going to continue, right? Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Okay, so we've got this much yellow. I don't even know. This much of the pattern, whatever. I don't know what you want to call that. Okay, and then we've got this much. So I think we're probably even Steven. So what we're going to do now is we are going to just kind of start laying these down. This is how I do it. You can do however you want. I just kind of, you know, crisscross applesauce. And we're gonna like make a pom-pom and probably cut him down some. It's gonna be all gravy, baby. Did I do this one right? Yes. Okay, let's do this guy. And we'll do that one. And I did get this pumpkin fabric from Home Depot. Did you know that Home Depot sells fabric? Not Hobby Lobby, but I got it last year. But, you know, I've been telling y'all, they keep bringing back the same stuff over and over. They may have it. And I did not look yesterday when I went. Because I don't need another thing. Except for wood slice. From Hobby Lobby. Let's go over here. Hey, Dana. Isn't it pretty? Oh, look at Jean. Jean, will you send me that? Because I won't remember that. Jean says that Amazon has blister-proof socks. What? I know, Michelle. It's okay. You know what? I love that you guys send me messages by that because it just means that, like, you're helping me run my family. I just love it. I don't get that. I don't get too many messages. It's like the same people that typically send. You do have this fabric. Awesome. All right, I'm just going to keep going until we run out of fabric. Because why not? I thought about adding some orange in here, but we're too invested to take this apart. This guy's really, really short. I don't know what happened with him. It's okay. He's fine. We'll just tuck him up in there. All right, let's alternate. Time to drink my water. Thanks, Teresa. See, y'all remind me. I didn't do very good about drinking water today. I was too busy trying not to fall asleep. Let's be real. Okay, so there we have it. We have this crisscross. I don't know. Maybe we'll do one more. We'll do right in the center. The buffalo plaid, black and white. Okay, now we're going to grab some twine. I got my hot glue gun on. And I'm just going to cut a piece. And then we're just going to take it And we're just going to tie it. We're going to tie it real tight. Ready? Oh, it does the cinch in the middle perfectly. Okay, now we're going to bring it back here and do it again. Now I'm going to take it like this and kind of squeeze it. Make sure I can get it as tight as possible. It does. It takes a village. 1,000%. Thanks, Jean. Honey Depot gift card to use on fabric. Yes, Michelle. You know what? I think we do too. I think Zach's got quite a few Lowe's and Home Depot. I'm like, oh, you saving it for the perfect thing? Like, save it for that, you know, that warehouse we're going to have someday. Okay, so now I'm creating this. It's like a little pom-pom. Look. Rah, rah, shishkin bah. I got a notification. Okay, speaking of the boys, y'all. I'm just like chatty. I think I'm getting my second wind. I got a notification right before I went live that they're needing volunteers to work the concession stand at the football games. And I'm like, I kind of want to watch my kid. And then you can order, get this, and I didn't look into it. I took a screenshot and I'll go back after this. You can order game day food for your kid. Like, what? It's like no joke. They have, oh shoot, I have to get them khaki pants. They have to wear a special polo shirt on game days. They have to wear khaki pants. They can't look like a bunch of slobs. It's a big deal. And I'm really excited about it. And I'm here front row seat. Okay, look how cute this is. Oh my gosh. All right, so guess what we're going to do? We're going to take this and we're going to glue this right on the top of this pumpkin. Okay, so let me find the back. Put quite a bit of glue. I'm going to flip it over. And it's going to go right there. Oh my gosh. This is so cute. I need some pom-poms for the football game. Thanks, Ruth. Ours wear khaki pants, shorts, and their football jersey. Yeah. They have to have game day polos, khaki pants. I'm like, they ain't got no khaki pants. So that's something else left to buy. But Zach and I got our spirit wear, so those should be coming in soon. I do want to join or want to talk to the Booster Club because Zach and I may like, I don't know, you know, from our small business sponsor or something. All right, so what I'm doing right now is looking to see, before I turn it over and show you this absolutely adorable masterpiece, I'm looking to see if there's any pieces that I want to cut right here in front. And there is one right there. Y'all excited to see this? I mean, you see from the back. It's pretty stinking cute. Let me make sure it's dry before I do that. That's dumb. Okay, y'all ready? I can't decide if I want to trim it down or not. I'm scrunching it up as if it was hair. No, I think that's perfect the way it is. Y'all ready? Hit the heart button. Our child's in school sports. Oh, you had to sign up. They're like blue, white, and gold. Thanks, Molly Bell. Thanks, girl. Thanks, guys. Okay, y'all ready? Oh, this is so stinking cute. Look at this. This is so my jam. This is so my jam. We used the club transfer. We created a pumpkin out of this thick wood slice from Hobby Lobby. Added a rag bow on there. I mean, holy precious. I think it's adorable. I could do the backside, yes. Use hairspray, yeah. Get a comb and tease it. Use that Aquanet stuff. All right, y'all, there's our project. So we've used Club a couple of times, y'all. We've used it on our Boo Crew back there. We've used it on our little bags. We've used it here. What else do y'all want to see it on? And I'll maybe schedule another project soon. I think it's adorable. Okay, that makes sense, Deb. That makes sense. All right, y'all, hit the heart button for me. Go join the club so you can get your bow pattern. I love that we did it in black. I think it totally makes it. If I did it in vanilla, I don't know that I would have liked it. So y'all have a great night. Thanks for joining me. And we'll see you tomorrow, okay? Bye, friends. Thanks, Barbara.